turn this down a little bit. We are on the road. You guys can see, you don't recognize this truck because this is my dad's truck, and we are headed out to go grab our box from Sac City. We got a long day ahead of us. I'm currently in Benicia. If you guys are in the Northern California area, you know Benicia to Rancho Cordova is quite the mission. So yeah, we're gonna kind of sit back, be on the road for a while, and yeah, let's go get our box. All right, we are just turning on the road just by Sac City, and so we're gonna go in here. I'm gonna get my toolboxes, and then after we get back to the house, I will explain to you kind of what happened, why I left Sac City, and that. So yeah, I'm gonna go in here. I gotta talk to George. I have to talk to the HR lady, and then we're gonna load up. So, but yeah, let me go in and do that, and then we will be on our way home. All right, the box is all secured. Time to head out. All right, toolbox dropped off. We are back in the car. We got lunch, heading back home. And so when we get back home, I'll kind of explain everything that's been going on, why I'm not at Sac City anymore, and we also have a couple things we need to do on Myke's G35. So we'll be home in just a minute. All right, we are back home, and I need to give you guys an update on not only the LS G35, but also why I am not at Sac City anymore. But before I explain that, because it might be a little bit extensive, I want to show you that we started to put the lines in. Oh, they're kind of down here, but put the lines in. It's actually going to go pretty perfectly. Then this is going to sit up here. It's not in yet. I was just kind of like futzing around with it a little bit, decided to see how easy it was gonna be to put it in there, and it kind of went in like pretty easy. It's gonna be ready to mount up. You can see right there on the rack pretty easily. Myke brought by the new LSA water pump. You can see it's a brand new water pump, new jammy right here. So I'm excited about that. Now that we have that, we're gonna be able to mount that up. We're gonna be able to start putting stuff together, including the bracketry, all on the passenger side of the motor for the power steering, the alternator. However, we're not gonna be able to do anything for the AC just yet. I talked to Myke a little bit earlier, and he said that the bracket is on its way. They did ship it out, but it's not here yet, unfortunately. And also, okay, so about Sac City, like I said, it's gonna be a little bit extensive. So all of the stuff today, running around all day today, I've had to leave here. I've had to drive out to my dad. He's like 45 minutes away. Then I had to drive all the way out to Rancho Cordova, where Sac City is at, and it's taken up a good portion of my day. So unfortunately, I'm not gonna be able to explain it just yet. It is Tuesday. I have my daughter tonight. And so, wait, hold on a minute. There. Now that's a little bit better. I just got back. I have finished my time with my daughter. And so now the explanation that everybody is kind of awaiting. So when I started with Sac City, it was a dope opportunity to be able to, now hold on, you guys are gonna have to buckle down for this because it's probably gonna be a little bit of a lengthy amount of time, as I just stated. But it was a dope opportunity. Me and George vibed. I was doing stuff with LS's, I was doing stuff with Nissans, I was doing stuff with Infinitis, I was doing all kinds of stuff, building the cars that he junks, wrecks, builds, does stuff at his yard. So I made it a point to make sure that I got in contact with him. We had a good like relationship back and forth. Anybody that needed parts, anything that was coming through me, I was trying to direct through Sac City. And so through that, it kind of created a relationship between me and him, and we're able to really like build kind of a business relationship where he would tell people about me, I would tell people about them, and vice versa. And it was really good. And none of that has changed. I don't want you guys to think that this is a bashing or anything like that. But I am going to tell you that it was definitely not what I thought it was going to be. And when we decided to like talk about me going to work there and stuff like that, we sat down, we talked about it, and just a disclaimer to let you guys know, I'm just keeping it 100 with you as I always do. And so, like I said, I don't want you to think that this is a bashing. They're still a good company. It wasn't what I thought it was gonna be. When we had sat down and talked about it, I let George know that I wanted to start moving into the media realm and starting to do more things with media and trying to help build the brand, my brand, his brand, and you know, kind of grow that whole thing as we grew together. And so I got there and it was like, okay, we do have to like scrap cars. We do have to pull stuff apart because that business does sell parts. That's how they make their money. But they were also bringing on clients, especially like clients and customers through all of y'all. You guys know me for the Nissan 350Z, the G stuff, all the VQ stuff and all that type of stuff. And so I thought it was gonna be where it's like, okay, we're gonna start incorporating customers. I'm gonna start being able to do builds, other builds, not just builds that are like these type of builds, but stuff that we can incorporate media on and really build the brand with Sac City and kind of have like a Sac City Crooked Crown collab. And so when I first got there, it started to be where that's what we were doing. I was helping scrap cars, but we also had a media guy that his name is Shane. I'll link his thing down here. You guys got to check him out. Sorry, I know it's kind of like off topic, but you got to check him out. He does some really sick stuff. So they have a really good media guy. Shane, shout out to you, buddy. I had a great time filming some stuff. So we were gonna start a YouTube channel that was how to. I did probably 19, 21 videos, how-to stuff. And it was like stuff that was extensive and it was like real easy, like how to change a door panel and stuff like that. And so we really kick-started a YouTube idea, really. It didn't get set into motion to the fact where all the videos were done, all of them were edited, but it was not posted. And I don't know quite why they weren't posted. I know that George was trying to put together a kind of like a all-around name for it that didn't just link it to how-tos, but also didn't just link it to Sac City. And so maybe that was the reason why. The other thing is after the media stuff stopped, that was like, I think in February, after the media stuff stopped, I pretty much got pushed aside, stopped doing anything really with the cars except for scrapping. Day in, day out, I was scrapping, pulling cars apart and pulling parts. It had nothing to do with customers anymore. I didn't do media stuff anymore, and it literally stopped. One of the guys there, like I said, no bashing by any means, but he was somebody that was learning, got kind of put into my stall, and I don't know, I kind of just kept on doing the scrap stuff. I'm gonna drop a video right now just to show what a scrap that I have to do on the car is. Zero wiring, zero interior stuff, zero panel. So that video explains to you and shows you everything that I did. I had to take cars down to that literally day in and day out. One car, two cars if we were able to do it, but it was grueling. And so we kind of talked about things and it was like, I wasn't happy going that far to do just that stuff. George knows that I really wanted to do media stuff. I wanted to do stuff, even vlogging and stuff for like the FD stuff, because Sideway Sean is now starting the FD stuff. And all of the stuff that I had talked to him about or things that we had, you know, agreed on or whatever kind of got pushed aside. And so I came in, had to do my job, that type of stuff. Granted, I don't want you guys to think that it was just me, like, I don't know, like maybe like frustrated or whatever, because we did talk about stuff. And so I knew that I had to put my time in. I know that it's a junkyard or a scrapyard or however you want to say it, but it was one of those that it was like, on top of this stuff, the stuff that I originally started doing, why are we not doing it anymore? And so it just got to the point where it was like, I'm not growing, I'm not getting done with what I want to get done, and I didn't see any reason to stay when you guys know that my whole thing is hustle, grind, build, grow, and grow with y'all. And so that's what I wanted to do. I really wanted to make sure that I could focus 100% of time on the Crooked Crown business, on everything that I do, you guys, my YouTube, the stuff that's gonna help me grow, help me get in contact with you, bring new relationships, that type of stuff. And so with George, it just wasn't happening. And so I felt kind of like stonewalled. And I even told him that I can't put 100% into him and put 100% into me. And so that was kind of the turning point, that it was like, hey, I need to put my 2 weeks in. I'm letting you know right now that it's not working for me, and I think it's in the best interest for his company to be able to grow. Like, on the other side too, it's an honor thing with me that if I'm causing any like stagnant growth, I don't need to be there. And so it's one of those that if it's stagnant growth for the company that I'm working for, then it's stagnant growth for me in my personal, and it was a lose-lose situation. And so sometimes, you know, the courses just get diverted, and that was one of the things that got diverted. And so it's no hard feelings to George. Me and him were able to talk about it. And like I said, I couldn't put 100% into the business if I wasn't getting 100%, and I wasn't able to put 100% into my business, the Crooked Crown Motorsports, my drifting, the lifestyle, and everything that I do. You know, you guys see that I go down with Gary all the time. We are trying to build a brand, the Booty Hustlers brand, and we're trying to really, like, you know, shake it off and start really building into a much wider, worldwide, you know, type of thought. And it sounds like, I don't know if it's entrepreneurial or if it's like, you know, maybe it's a little kid with big dreams, but that's why I've gotten to where I am today. Little kid with big dreams, with the right relationships, the good people that I constantly have in my life, Myke and Gary, and all the things that I do day in and day out with all of y'all that help support me, and, you know, love and just the constant positivity. I needed to keep going, keep building. And so that's the reason why I am no longer with Sac City. Like I said, no hard feelings, but that's, you know, kind of just the way it goes. All right, as you can see, it's starting to get dark and windy, and we lost a little bit of time today because the homie came over. We were chopping it up for a bit, and so that's all right because I'm gonna be able to end this video. I was gonna do it before he showed up, but yeah, tomorrow we're gonna get started on the LSG 35. We're gonna go full swing at this now that we have bracketry, we have the LSA water pump, and the stuff to really start moving this in the direction to get it done, because I want to hear this thing run. I just talked to Myke. He said that there is a little bit of like backlog on the bracket for the AC, so unfortunately tomorrow's video we're not going to be able to finish the full front end of this, but we're going to get everything on. If you come over here, you see I have the LSA water pump. I'm going to be able to put that on. I'm going to be able to finish putting the power steering on. You guys can see that I haven't really done anything else with that. And then we're going to be able to do the power steering bracket. We're going to do the alternator, and we're going to get everything set up so that way once the bracket gets here for the AC, we put it on, and then we put the front of the car on, and that will be that. So I'm not going to ramble anymore. I thought it was very important to tell you guys because I've had so much DM and interest in me being able to tell you what happened with Sac City, and that you guys know, just to reiterate, it's not a bashing, it's not anything against them, it's just a division between, you know, two, I guess for lack of a better word, companies. So yeah, I just wanted to also thank you guys so much for rocking with me all these years. All the new people, welcome. I hope you guys like love the journey that you're about to be on, because it's grind time, time to put some work in. We're gonna start doing more videos on drifting because I'm trying to drive this more. We have the Datsun 510 project. Yes, I am looking for them. No, I haven't found one yet, but we're gonna be building the Datsun 510, which I'm stoked on. And to give you guys a little update on the giveaway car, so I will be doing the giveaway live. I'm gonna do it on Saturday. I think it's 7:30. It's just a good round number. People will be off work and that type of stuff, but I'm gonna do the giveaway live at 7:30. If you guys don't follow me, hit me up on my Instagram at The Crooked King. And yeah, I can't wait to see who wins this. I can't wait to call a person and let them know, hey, you just won a Vortex supercharged, fully ready drift car. If you guys watch the process, you guys know how much work and time went into this car, what it looked like when I started, and all that. And so yeah, I mean, it's gonna be amazing for somebody, and I better get a goddamn ride along. So anyway, yeah, I just wanted to thank you guys again. Thank you guys so much for the support. Thank you for the love, the positivity, all the stuff you guys do on a daily basis, supporting me, my man Gary, my dude Myke, everybody that, you know, really, like, you know, messes with us hardcore, supports, puts the time in, tries to go to the shows and stuff to meet, greet, and you know, exchange stuff. Like I tell you guys all the time, I love building this channel with y'all. I'm sorry that the last couple weeks I've been like, it's been one video a week or whatever. I've just had a lot of stuff going on, family stuff, that type of stuff. But I mean, y'all are family too, and so that's why I'm trying to include you guys in everything. And the 2 videos a week, I promise, will start going again. That's why I said tomorrow we're gonna get started on the whole front LOJ stuff with all of the stuff on the front of the LS3, and so I'm stoked on it. I can't wait to see what it looks like. But until then, time to go in, time to shower. I need to figure out something to eat because I'm starving, and yeah, edit this video. So anyway, I hope you guys have been well. I hope your families have been, I hope your families have been well. Big love to you guys. See you in the next video. Peace.